So I'm actually gonna echo what you said earlier. You guys just don't want to lose, right?
Exactly. I'm praying somebody kicks y'all's ass, but it never happens, man. You guys are too good. We
I
got a
know.
we got
Same like you.
we got the worst problem in the world, you know?
Yeah, I know, man. It's not a problem you want to have, man. And
No.
it's the same too. Liverpool is not a problem you want to have too because you guys just not going away. It's like we had this healthy lead, 14 points, which was really 8 with the 2 games in hand, but still, I would have taken 4 points ahead right now, which means that we had a little wiggle room to drop points in a game. But now we just can't drop any points. And the crazy thing is, Man City did this to y'all before. You know what I'm saying? The season,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard, man. But look, man, Kyle, big up, man. This is Trophy Talk. How you feeling?
Ooh, I'm feeling good. Ready to chat. Let's
I
do it,
see
man.
I see you got rid of the beard, man. What's up with that?
Summertime, I had to get rid of it. It's a little hot. It's a little hot down here.
Oh,
You know
bro,
what I mean?
bed. I never feel hot, bro. Bed gang,
I
man. Bed
know, I
gang,
know.
bed gang.
Hope I cut it a little too short. I don't like how short it is.
Oh,
So
okay, okay. Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna grow
neither.
it back a little bit.
Me neither,
We'll
bro.
be
Me
beard
neither.
game in due time. Due time.
So, Kyle, let's kick it off with the Champions League semifinals that's coming up tomorrow and Wednesday. And
Yes,
first,
sir.
I'd like to say congrats on the first leg. You won it 2 goals to nil, and that's very good, healthy win with Estupinian's own goal, 53rd, and Mane's 55th minute goal. That was Mane's 20th goal of the season, by the way, and you guys went on to do the thing. Thiago, man of the match, man of the moment. If you want to say man of the match, man of the moment as well, same thing. Talk to me about that game, bro. How talk to
Yeah, I
me.
mean, I'm pleased with the result. I think it was expected. We were talking about it. I'm a fan of having the home leg second. I know you
Mm,
guys said you like to have the home leg first, so I think we could have done more. I think I would have been more comfortable with a 3-0 going away. Um, but again, we dominated the entire match, dude. Like it was the scoreline doesn't reflect domination, but in the sense that possession football, we just did our thing. We got it done. I mean, it
yeah,
is what it is, man. We're just right now we're so good. We're in such good form that we're just it's like a job to these guys, man.
yeah. And Thiago, man of the
Special.
moment.
Special, man. He's
He's
really
come.
good.
He's really come of age in the Liverpool shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see exactly why Klopp brought him in too, man. I mean, he adds that finesse, he adds that swagger, that flair that really we didn't really have in the midfield. I mean, you could argue some players play with a little bit of flair, but not to the level Thiago does, man. He
Yeah,
completely changes the game for us.
yeah. So Konate slotted in well as well. And
Always.
Henderson kicked it off with that cross, and Rui coming off his line, and Estupinian, who I think wasn't that good in the game. They caused a mess, and once one went in, the second one went in. Salah and Mane linking up, man.
Yep.
Two enemies this year. Egypt, Senegal, they linked up for Liverpool. It's crazy. It's crazy when a player and his team prevent you from going to the World Cup and winning the AFCON, and then you still got to set him up, man. So, but that was a
Yeah.
good goal, though. That was a really good goal. I think you guys should have beaten them like 5-0 maybe.
Oh,
But,
yeah, yeah. But
Una,
that's what happens.
exactly. Unai Emery said he'll take the 2-0, man, because he wasn't expecting to win the game. So.
Yeah, I just don't like that mindset. Regardless of even if you know that your team is not at the level of the opposition, I feel like you don't say that as a manager. But
Yeah.
I'm not here to judge him as a manager. He got his team to the semifinals of the Champions League. So
So, Kyle, we beat Real Madrid 4-3, man. What a game that
what a
was.
game! God,
Oh, my God.
great game to
So,
watch.
yeah, so we had Kevin De Bruyne and Jesus scoring
Yeah,
first. Then Benzema replied. Then Foden replied. And then, well, Vinicius replied. So it was 3-2 at one time. And then we scored another one through Bernardo. And then the penalty. I think it's not a penalty, but a lot of people seem to think it's a penalty. I think they
remind
don't.
me. I'm trying to remember the penalty call. Remind me.
Laporte went up for a header, an aerial duel. It came off his head and hit his arm, which by the rule that
Yeah, yeah.
used by UEFA is not supposed to be a penalty. But most people don't know the rules. When I was watching, when doing my watch along, I immediately said, "How is it a penalty though? It hit his head and went on the arm, you know."
So the
And
reason I'll tell you why the reason it was a penalty because it was still in a direct path towards the opposition's player and it was still a goal scoring opportunity. The hand itself directly stopped a goal scoring opportunity. However, if you were in the middle of the field or for example someone was just making a pass and it got deflected up and hit his hand, I could see that not getting called, but this
no,
was a
but we're
direct
talking about
cross.
penalties, though. We're talking about
I know.
penalties. Nah,
I no no
that's
no.
not.
I even in the box too. Say it flicks up and hits him in the hand. That's my only justification as to why it was given. I thought, and that in conjunction with the fact it was away from his body, it was in an unnatural position. However, I agree with you that it shouldn't be a handball if it was unintentionally deflected off of another body part that's in
Exact.
play.
That's the point I'm trying to
Right.
make. And the rules state that it cannot be a handball if it comes off of a body part. And City Extra, big up to City Extra. They went into depth and they actually checked it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whoa! I wasn't the only one with that feeling. So it's maybe there's some gray area. Maybe there's some little things that I'm not. I don't know how they determine it, but it is what it is,
Hey,
man. I
look,
think that.
I'm gonna
I
be
think
this guy. I'm gonna
yeah,
be this guy. What about Rodrigo's handball that wasn't given? Was it Everton?
yeah, but this is yeah. That should look with the
It goes
Everton
both
thing.
ways.
I know that. I
Yeah.
know Everton and Arsenal. They got very unlucky against us this year. I know
Right.
that, but but let's be fair. I know sometimes it goes for you and sometimes it goes against you.
Of
But I
course.
think, at a big Champions League semifinal, bro, the referee should have at least go over and look at the screen, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I can see
But
that. Yeah.
apart from that, City would miss the missed opportunities. They would rue missed opportunities. Mahrez had an open goal. Jesus,
Oh,
Foden, all
those.
these,
Yeah.
So there was a lot of opportunities, and Benzema and Vinicius, they have been in furious form this season, man, and they're hard to handle. They're really, really hard to deal with.
And I think you guys planned for that. I think didn't Stone start out at the right? Right.
Yeah,
So you guys were trying to really defend that right side, which is exactly what I would have done. I think that was a good move by Pep. Unfortunately, he goes off injured. Is he okay, by the way?
he's not that okay, right? I think that might be it for Kyle Walker is definitely out for the season, the rest of the season. Stones, I don't see him featuring just as yet. We might not
Yeah.
even need him, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you
But
never know. Knock on wood.
it was a good game plan. I just like how entertaining the match was.
Yeah,
Very
it was. It
open
was.
football. You guys, I think, outplayed them, no question. But still entertaining to watch.
You know the thing. You know what I don't like is that we beat Real Madrid. Whether it's 1-0, 2-0, 4-3, whatever, we beat Real Madrid on the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this was a one-off game, yeah, we gone by Real Madrid. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, the fact that there's a second leg, the people are giving Real Madrid a chance. They really, as if we just didn't beat them and put four past them. I'm saying, what is the difference going to, okay, they'll have a big crowd, yes, but we've been there, we've done that already. What do you think these Manchester City players are going to go there and fold, basically, on the Real Madrid crowd? This is something teams like City and Liverpool do all the time. They go to opposition grounds and they handle business. It doesn't matter if there's 2,000 of their own fans or 1,000 or whatever, or none. Good teams know how to go away and handle the business. It's going to take game management. But before we get there, it was a very entertaining game. We should have beat them by 3 goals at least.
Oh yeah.
And just like the way you feel, you should have beat Villarreal by more. I think we should have beat them by more. We really played with our food, man. Seriously, you know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
it was for a Liverpool fan watching that game. You score in the second minute, first minute. I'm
Yeah.
just like, what is this going to be one of those games?
I
Pretty much
thought,
was.
I thought we'd have scored 6 on the day. I had an epiphany that
Yeah.
we were gonna destroy Real Madrid and embarrass them but we just allowed them to get back in the tie. And I think this it could prove to be a mistake, or it could just be whatever, man. A win is a win. We got that advantage, and we're going to be all right. So just to segue, and by the way, man, Liverpool, Man City, this is trophy talk. Two best teams in the world right now. It's the
There's no
teams are
question
so
about it now. They're
good,
so
bro.
good. So
It's
good.
so good, man. It's like for Liverpool, sometimes you guys find it so hard to break down teams. You go to a halftime break, you come back, bam, bam, bam. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
78 minute, you make a couple changes, bang, bang. Yeah, like, oh man, are you guys gonna ever lose?
It's the
You see what I'm
same
saying?
exact thing for you guys, man. Same
Yeah,
exact thing for
yeah, yeah.
you guys.
But it's crazy how little the teams lose across a whole season, man.
Right.
The fans are spoiled. The
And
fans are really spoiled.
on top of that, the head-to-head matchups have just been amazing. I mean,
Exactly.
we won't. I'm telling you, man. It is a once. It's got to be a once in a lifetime kind of head-to-head battle we have this season specifically. Yes,
At
there's been
least,
close
at
seasons in the
least from
past.
yeah, at least from what we could recall. Maybe there was
Right.
some things in the
Oh, of course.
1920s or whatever, but
Yeah.
we weren't around then.
Yeah.
This is some epic shit, man.
No, epic shit. That's honestly the best way to put it. Yeah.
You know. So, Kyle, we wrapped up the first legs. The English teams triumphed, and they go into the second legs, on a high. But they
Yep.
need to manage the games, and let's just talk the second legs briefly. Both English teams, as I mentioned, in the driver's seat, traveling to Spain. City on the cusp of a successive Champions League final. And Liverpool could make their third final in 5 years, which is absolutely brilliant, man. All praises to you. And it brings me to the question: Man City versus Liverpool final. Kyle, are you up for it? Are you,
Dude, am I up for it? Are you kidding me?
you think it's gonna
Yes.
happen?
Oh, it's been building, man. I mean, how great is that? This is what I'm talking about. This is
Yeah,
you don't see this every day. You don't see two domestic teams head to head, virtually unbeatable, so disciplined in their craft, meeting in almost every competition, head to head, just dominance, football dominance,
exactly.
and to see that final, wow,
Yeah, I know
I'm ready.
the Spanish teams, the Spanish fans, or the French, whoever it is, they might not be happy that's an all English final, but it's big, man. It's the two best teams in the world right now.
It's been an all English final 3 out of the last 5, or it will be.
Exactly.
It will be
Yeah.
if it's Man City
It
Liverpool.
could be, but we're
Could
not
be.
about coulda, shoulda, wouldas right now. We're
Right.
gonna go in. We're gonna handle business. Do you think Okay, three. It could be. We could be on the cusp of a third all English final in the Champions League in the last 5 seasons, right? You could say the last 4 seasons
Yeah.
because eliminate that year when you made the final and lost. But do you think there's any chance for the Spanish teams? Right, first you go away to Villarreal, small town, 50,000 population, basically. Do you see Villarreal or Real Madrid coming back? We're gonna start with Villarreal from your perspective, and now you're gonna give your
Yeah.
thoughts on Real Madrid against City, and then I'll chime in as we go along. What do you think? What's
There's
gonna
always
happen?
a chance. There's always a chance, dude. If we can come back from 3-0 down to Barcelona, Villarreal can certainly come back from 2-0 down, and Madrid can certainly come back from 1 down. It's not a matter of if it could happen, because it absolutely could. That's the benefit of 2 legs. But I don't think it will. I think Liverpool are just so good. Such a gap in quality between the two. And even Man City, Madrid, you could argue that as well. I don't think quite as much, but I'm confident going into the second leg. But I'll always be nervous throughout the match. I just think I just think Liverpool won't blow it. Even if
Yeah.
Villarreal have a good match, I just don't think they'll blow it.
What are your thoughts on the fact that you guys haven't won any of your second leg matches this knockout stage, even though you haven't lost? I think you've won all your away matches this season too in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken.
We must have, yeah, because
Yeah.
we won all the group stage games. And to be honest with you, man, I don't think about that too much. Like, not until you bring it up. Even last week when you brought it up, I was like, wow, he's right. We didn't win any of those. It doesn't worry me though, because it's not like that form has transferred into any other aspect of our game, whether it's in the league or whatever. For some reason, coming back to Anfield in the second leg, we just didn't play as well, or the other we rotated. I mean, shoot, dude, we
Yeah,
had
you
Gomez,
did.
and
Yeah,
it was
you did
hard
rotate. You did
rotation.
rotate. But
Not saying that's an
do you
excuse
think you
though.
guys are gonna rotate this time around though?
I know you can't rotate now. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, you don't risk it in the semis. Absolutely not. If we were, that's why coming home, in my opinion, especially at Anfield, it's a big advantage. So second leg, I think we go strong. Maybe even the same exact lineup. I could see
So
Matip getting in there, but
so you won't really consider the game on the weekend against Spurs, right? You just go in and focus on the job at hand and get the job done and
how are you
whatever.
going to say we can't focus on Spurs? We got to
No,
keep winning.
no, but I know. But the fact that you won't rotate too much, you
Right.
remember you have Spurs on the weekend, right?
Yeah.
So if you go in hard, do you think you're gonna be, short-handed? I don't know if you could,
No, because we rotated
talk.
against Newcastle.
Yeah,
That's
I
why.
don't think I don't know if you could actually put Liverpool next to shorthand nowadays because you guys have been you guys have a lot of depth now.
Mm-hmm.
So you rotated against Newcastle to go into this Villarreal game full strength and full strength pretty much. And then for the Spurs game, you're gonna have to go hard again. You see what I'm saying? Because the fixtures are coming up very, very fast, man. They're
Right.
coming up very fast.
crunch time.
You have a game every 74 days, every 3 and 4 days for the next couple weeks until the end of the season. We'll get to that, but I think you guys got it, man. Whether you rotate, even if you rotate, you won't be weak. You see what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
thing, because Gomez at right back, he has been playing well, but Trent didn't play on the weekend, so he's gonna come in. Robertson played on the weekend, so who knows? Simikas might get a start in this game, so that could be a way you could rotate. Jota, I think, might actually start this game, seeing that he has not been starting every game. So you could see Jota come in, but Salah for sure will start because he came off the bench on the weekend. So you know what I mean? Let's see. It might be Jota, Luis Diaz, and maybe Mane or Luis Diaz. Who knows, man? But anywhere you go, you're gonna be who knows, maybe Minamino. Is there any chance that Minamino?
Nah, dude, I'd be very, very, very surprised if Minamino even sniffs the pitch for the rest of the season. Maybe in the FA Cup or something. But
Yeah,
no.
but I think Minamino. I think Klopp kind of treat Minamino. I think it's pretty unfair because he was playing really well in the cups, and I think he should have, at least if you're not playing him in the league and the Champions League, let him play in the FA Cup. You see what I'm saying? You
Right.
get what I mean? Because he was the one that was scoring your goals in the cups. Remember
and
that.
that's honestly that's what he is. That's the kind
Yeah.
of player he is.
Klopp
He
should have
will play in
allowed
those
him.
cups.
Yeah, Klopp should allow him to continue in the FA Cup, but he didn't, obviously. And he didn't even play the Carabao Cup final the last time I checked, right? Yeah, he didn't
I
sniff
don't-
the pitch.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
See the pitch. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, he didn't. Maybe he smelled the freshly cut grass, but in terms of stepping on the pitch, maybe for just training. But yeah. But I pretty much think you guys would even if you haven't been doing well in the second legs recently, and recent record of a big loss against Roma, even though you still went through.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was a stressful time.
yeah.
Good
But
God.
remember, they had Allison.
Yeah, they had Allison, but the goals, it didn't matter if they had Allison, Oblak. It was
Jacko.
6-5
No,
or 7-6 on aggregate. It didn't even matter.
Yeah, but remember, I think Jacko was a part of that Roma team.
Yeah, Jacko was there. You had Nainggolan was on that team.
Yeah, Niango. Yo, man.
They had a lot of people.
Yeah, that was a great game. That was a great tie. That was a great tie overall.
It was.
But you guys should be fine. What about the Real Madrid City, man? What were your thoughts on that?
This one's going to be tight. It's going to be neck and neck down to neck and neck down to the wire. I really think that Madrid got lucky in the first leg, and it sucks because you guys didn't close them off. Like you said, you had those chances with Mahrez. However, City are the better side, so I favor them to go through. But I do think Madrid stand a chance. I think it'll be a close matchup because obviously Madrid don't want to go out. They got lucky in the first leg. They'll probably be telling themselves, hey, we got to get this done. However, they did just win La Liga. They did a lot of celebrating. Who knows? Who knows?
Great point. I didn't even think about that.
Who knows?
People get carried away when they win things and they go on that parade and they celebrate and they.
Right.
and they forget that they got a game coming up Wednesday against a
Exactly. I
team,
think it's irresponsible.
exactly,
Irresponsible.
a team that's unrelentless. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So unrelenting.
Dude,
On
look what happened with us after we won the league and we played y'all. We got smacked. All right?
Exactly. But
Because
I still think you got smacked solely because you got smacked and not because you celebrated.
not a chance. Not a
You
chance.
didn't have a
Everyone was
parade.
hungover. No
But
one cared.
the thing is,
That's what
you
happened.
didn't go on a parade. These guys went on a parade, and I'm pretty sure they had their own little private things.
So it
You
might
see
be
what I'm
6
saying?
0 It might be 6
Yeah,
0
I didn't even think about that. But yeah, man, that's a great point. But look, I don't think we're gonna lose. So the fact that we did the business in the first leg, I think that gives us the edge.
Right.
If we lose, it's by one goal, it goes to extra time. And we have another chance where we play a mini match, a 30-minute match. You see what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
anything could happen
Well,
in
it
that
depends
game.
on. I'm pretty sure it depends on how many goals, right? Because the away goal rule isn't a
No
thing.
more away goals. So
Right. No more
if
away goals.
if
So
they win by one goal,
it's just even.
it's even. Any
Yeah.
way you put it. If they win 4-3 or 3-2, it's even. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So we have a bit of leeway. They do not have any. You see what I'm saying?
They have to win. They have to win.
And it's important that they score first as well, because if they go behind, then it means they have a whole lot to do. It means that they then have to score two to take the game to extra time. So it's imperative that City score the first goal. And if we learn anything from the first leg, it could happen, man. It could happen. It's going to be hard, because it's going to be hard containing this Man City team and still trying to score on this City team. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, may the best teams win. Hopefully it's a Man City versus Liverpool Champions League final, where we could continue talking about that on Trophy Talk, man.
That would be
You know what I'm
insane.
saying? That'd be
Absolutely
crazy,
insane.
bro. That'd be crazy. So, Kyle, we're gonna switch gears over to the Premier League and
Let's go.
game week 35. Let's start with Liverpool, because you guys played first. A 1-0 win over Newcastle. A very good goal by Naby Keita. Klopp
Very
rotated. 5 changes. Henderson with his 50th match this season, making him the player with the most games in English football this season. I don't know if you knew that.
I actually did not know that. That's
Yeah,
very
so
impressive.
Jordan Henderson, he wasn't really the most popular player at Liverpool, but now he's the captain and he has been leading you guys very well, though. But I think Newcastle didn't play too badly, but they were always offside, man. They were always
Dude,
offside, and they didn't create a lot. And whenever they did, I could remember one really good opportunity. Gimaresh just hit it straight to Alisson. So it was pretty much a game where after you got that goal, they were always in the match. They frustrated you a bit in terms of you guys only scored one, but you had 24 shots, 10 on target, man. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was still a dominant performance by Liverpool.
You could say dominant. I wouldn't call it dominant performance. It honestly scared me a little bit, because those were the kinds of matches we would have last season, where we would have so many shots on target, so many shots, period, and we couldn't score. And that's kind of what led us into that period where we lost a bunch, that and the injuries. However, Newcastle, yeah, I agree with everything you said for the most part. I think they were dangerous at times. That just goes to show how great the high line is, like how disciplined it is. Newcastle were not prepared for that at all, and it showed in the number of offsides. Like
Nine, Kyle. Have
insane.
you ever seen that? 9 offsides
they
in
were
one
always
game.
offside. Always.
9 offsides in one game. And I think, if they manage to keep themselves on side a bit more often, it could have been a different game. My prediction was spot on. I predicted a 1-0 win. I didn't think it was going to be easy for you guys, because these suckers have been playing well, and we have to face them next. They've been playing well, and it's one of the most remarkable Premier League stories ever, from the position that they were in to getting into the top 10, and they're looking good, and they still have a lot of injuries that they're dealing with. So give it up to Eddie Howe and Newcastle, man. Newly taken over. They'll be back in the league next season. But look, listen, talk to me about that Naby Keita goal, man.
Oh, let me talk to you about it. That was a sexy goal, man. Everything about it, from James Milner's physicality to get the tackle at the beginning, link up between Jota and Keita. And Keita, dude, this is the kind of player that I want to see. This is what we know he could be. This is why Klopp got him. Composure in the box, patience,
That fake.
and finesse.
That fake, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all up here. That's all up here. He said, I'm going to fake this guy out, and I'm going to put it right between the defenders. It's money. Every
Listen,
time,
he needs to get a checkup, man. That was sick.
Oh,
I'm telling you, that was sick though. Because when it happened, I'm like, nah, you're not gonna score. But he scored, man. And VAR with the review, it was clean. Milner, that was clean.
So clean.
But you can't really blame who was that? I think that was yeah. You can't really blame him because that was an interception. So that's why the touch was heavy. Because he intercepted Milner's ball, but Milner did well enough to get that ball back before getting in contact with Shea. And, the rest is history. Jota with another assist. He did get an assist versus United. So even though he's not scoring, he's chipping in with these assists, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you guys rotated. Robertson played. Gomez. You had Konate playing as well. You had Naby Keita. I think Milner had a great game, man. Yeah. Milner was good. Luis Diaz again, you know what I mean? Seems like he's tireless. Salah, when Salah came on, he didn't look too good. He didn't look too good for me. He did get a couple chances that he wasn't too sharp. He wasn't too sharp, but
the substitutions made all the difference, man.
But Salah wasn't too sharp. That's just how I saw it.
Gotcha.
Sadio Mane, he picked up a yellow last season. He would have been sent off for that. I think, he got
so?
Yeah, because even if it's unintentional, it studs down into the goalkeeper's legs. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
yeah. But Dubravka, man, he had a good game.
Why was that's something I just real quick, dude? Dubravka wasn't playing at all under the previous manager.
Yeah, he was playing what's
Darlow.
His name, man? Darlow, yeah.
And I just never got that. I always thought
he was actually injured. He was actually injured.
Well, even when he was healthy, though.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he wasn't the number one at one time because I guess Steve Bruce was actually giving Darlow an opportunity, and then they had to bring him back because obviously, they were losing.
Yeah.
But it was a hard fought win for you guys, but you did it anyway, man. I was watching this game. I'm like, drop something. You ain't dropping nothing at all, man.
Never, dude. Never.
You ain't dropping nothing.
And that's what I'm thinking watching this Leeds match, bro. Same exact thing I was thinking. You guys
actually completed a double over Newcastle after failing to beat them last season, you know what I'm saying? And you went ahead temporarily. I have a big question for you, bro. How did the top
I know what it is too.
How did the top of the table taste?
Oh, dude, it felt so good. I was sniffing it. I was feeling it. It was great. It was good stuff.
Oh, man. So,
second.
Look, Kyle, City did go on to beat Leeds 4-0 after beating them 7-0 early on in the season. So that's 11-0 across, the entire season with Rodri scoring an important goal. Ake, Gabriel Jesus again, and Fernandinho with one from distance. And City pulled off a club record 16 away games unbeaten as well.
Wow.
5 changes, just like Liverpool. And importantly, Kevin De Bruyne got to rest out the whole game, which is good. But Phil Foden, man, this is a special player, Kyle. Listen, it ain't no hype or nothing. It ain't no, sometimes the media may hype up a player. This guy is damn good. And the thing is, he can play left, right, through the center, and he played the match as a creative midfielder, the Kevin De Bruyne role. I think he got 2 assists in the game, and the goal to the assist to Jesus. I don't know if you saw it, but it's mind blowing.
Dude, I've always been a fan of him. He's great. He's a phenomenal player.
It's mind blowing, man.
Yeah.
And I thought that Curtis Jones's career was taking that similar trajectory. But he's fallen off a lot in terms of his being prominent in the Liverpool team. He's gotten game time, but he's not a match winner. You see what I'm saying? Foden is a match winner, and he came up big, man. So now, and I've even run across an article that Pep Guardiola, was talking about how Phil Foden is filling in that role that David Silva left vacant.
Oh yeah.
And David Silva just signed a 1 year extension with Real Sociedad as well. He's still playing. Do you believe Iniesta is still playing too? So that's
Jesus.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
And Phil Foden is filling in that role that he'll eventually take over altogether. Kevin De Bruyne is not going to be there for what? Maybe he has maybe 3 more years max at City. You see what I'm saying? And
You don't think he'll retire with y'all?
3 more years. Kevin De Bruyne is about 20, 29, 30 now. So he doesn't look like a player that got a lot in his legs. Like he could go like for 37. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do see that. Yeah.
So maybe 3 more years and he might call it a day. You know what I mean? He got a young family and everything. He might want to step away and do that. And maybe he'll have more kids too. He might end up with about 5 kids.
Hey,
So yeah.
go for it.
But for Leeds, sad for them that Liam Cooper couldn't start. He was injured in the warm-up. And then still Dallas, man. That was a terrible knee injury.
That was bad.
Yeah, it's actually a
bad.
fracture. And he was one of the players that's played every Leeds game since they came up. And I think they didn't play too badly. It was unfortunate that they conceded so many goals later on. They actually threatened a lot, man. At times I was like, oh my God, they're gonna score. You know they have that, they're dangerous. I think they did Laporte did have to clear one off the line one time from I think Dan James. They had some good opportunities, but they just weren't clinical on the day. Leeds are battling relegation now, Kyle.
Yeah, now
They're battling relegation now. I actually and the thing is, during the game, they were throwing a lot of paper on the field. I don't know if that was a way to throw off Manchester City, but they just crumbled up a lot of paper and threw it out on the field.
Well, clearly it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work, but it left a bad taste in my mouth. It
Yeah.
might, I that's just how I feel.
I'm with you. I don't have any tolerance for that.
I want them relegated.
Because of that?
Just because of that. I'm petty.
Well, okay. Well, if that's the case, I want Everton relegated.
Nah, you know why I want Everton to stay in the league and Leeds relegated? Because Everton, you might look at Leeds and that's 6 points. But you look at Everton and there's uncertainty. And I want some uncertainty when it comes to you. Okay?
Of course. Sure.
That's why I want Everton in the league though. But look, both our teams won again. And, we're going to go into the next match day after the Champions League, which is match week 36. And we're going to see who first will buckle. So, Kyle, you play Spurs.
Ooh.
But first, let's start Man City versus not Liverpool. Man City. I know. Manchester City versus Newcastle United. The last time we played them, we beat them 4-0. That was Eddie Howe was in charge too. And the last Newcastle win was a 2-1 win back in 2018-19. I can remember Shelby scored in that game from distance. Can't remember the other goal scorer though. And they do have 1 win in 10 matches in all competitions. Eddie Howe in 11 matches against Manchester City, 0 wins, 11 losses.
Well, who's he managed, bro?
He managed Bournemouth for 10 of those and once for Manchester for Newcastle. But don't forget, for Bournemouth, he did beat Liverpool. Don't forget that.
Oh, trust me, I don't.
Let me take a sip there on that one. But yeah. So right away, this is a different Newcastle team, of course, than the one that we played earlier this season. They've had some reinforcements, even though some of those are now on the treatment table. But these guys are coming back too. Some of these guys are coming back. Trippier is coming back, you know what I mean? And a few other guys that's been out injured. They've been playing some good football this season. They're a dangerous team. Carl, do you see Man City buckling against Newcastle United? And this game will be at the Etihad. No. Right away, no, right?
There's no way, dude. If it happens, great. Let's go.
Yeah.
But, dude, no. Man City are just... They're just flying, dude.
So even after what we would put out in the Real Madrid game, you think we'll still be okay for the weekend game? Because there's a stat out there that we weren't actually playing well after Champions League games, right, recently. But we nipped that in the bud against Leeds and show that the team has a lot of depth and we could go out there and do the business. I think we handled Newcastle. Newcastle is not a team. If you look at the record, 1 win across the last 10, you know, we've been dominating for the last every season, doing a double. I could see us doing the double again. I could really see us doing the double again.
Yeah,
I don't
me
mean
too.
to come off, pump us or anything, but it's just how the team has been playing. And Newcastle have been in good form, but at home, and you guys broke that home spell. I think we'll handle business that way at home, even though we've messed up a couple times this season at home, though. Spurs, Southampton, Crystal Palace, all
Right.
these teams come to mind. Liverpool as well, we drop points. So if we do drop points, that'll be great for you. But
Yeah.
there's a possibility that you could drop points as well.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not gonna linger too much on the City game. We're not really gonna linger too much on the upcoming games. This is just a little sniff of what's coming up on the weekend, because who knows what could happen in the matches in the Champions League. Players could get injured, whatever, could change the whole dynamic of things.
Yeah.
But just to preview the weekend, I think City should handle Newcastle, barring any slip ups, and go into the 37th match day. Still maybe 1 point or hopefully 4 ahead of Liverpool.
No.
Yeah. Oh, not funny, right? Not funny.
No, definitely not. It's stressful,
Okay.
dude. I'm not even. It's like it's just stressful at this point.
You play Spurs, bro. You play Spurs. You come up against Spurs, Kyle. The last game, a 2-2 draw. And the last Spurs win, however, was a 4-1 win back in 2017. That's a long time. And Klopp with 9 wins, 1 loss, and 5 draws versus Spurs. But against Conte, he's only had 1 win and 3 draws and a loss. How worried are you playing Spurs? Or you're not worried at all? What's your thoughts?
I mean, out of all the teams remaining, I'm definitely more worried about Spurs. They got a lot of quality this past summer, into their squad. I really do think that they've hit form at the right time. I was wondering when they were going to click. They were playing really bad for a while, and I was like, "What is going on?" They have all this talent, but now they're playing up to their potential. They're hot. They just took down Leicester like easily, and they played well with that. I mean, could be anybody's game. Every time we play Spurs, it's a phenomenal matchup. So I'm excited, number one, for the match. But dude, why can't we play like a Southampton or something? We got to play Spurs.
You have him, though. You have him.
I know, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have a top 6 side for the end of the season when we're in this title race with you guys. It's just stressful.
Yeah, I know, man. Look. So, what do you think's gonna happen? Do you think you'll handle business though? Oh, it's too early to call right now. You're a bit skeptical. You should have, coulda. You should have, coulda, woulda win right now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's put it this way. If there's any team that you would get hyped up for right now to play, it's Spurs, I think. Like, obviously City.
Yeah.
But you want to play Spurs. Like, these players want to go up against the best, don't they? So Spurs are hot right now. You want to go up and just prove how dominant you are. How much – this would be my motivational talk to the team. They're like, look, City, easy schedule for the rest of the season. Go out and show them that it doesn't matter who you're coming up against, you can beat them and keep pace with them. Show them. Something like that. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't even mention City, to be honest with you. But I'd probably say something like that. I'd be like, go show everyone in the world, doesn't matter what kind of pressure you're under, you can beat anybody anywhere.
Good TED Talk, bro. Good TED Talk, man.
That's what I do.
So, look, it's kind of hard to call. It's hard to bet against you guys, seriously. But if it's, let me say this, man. If it's one team you're going to drop points to, or you could drop points to, it is them, man. Because Heung-Min Son, Kane, Kulusevski, Højbjerg and Bentancur in the midfield, these guys have been working very hard. You know what I'm saying? So they're one team that could keep pace with you, but at the same time with Spurs, they could be so inconsistent that they could do well against Leicester and then come up against you, and you're like, okay, who are we playing here? MK Dons? You see what I'm saying?
Man United.
So, oh yeah, or
Yeah,
Man United, I should say.
that's what you should
But
say.
you know, but yeah, they played their last home game today too, and it's so pathetic, man. They only got 2 games left to play. They played their last home game. Juan Mata played his last Manchester United home game as well. They won, and they won't make top 4. So that's a little victory for both of us too.
Oh
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
thank God.
That's a little trophy for both of us. Let me give you a little imaginary trophy. Here you
Thank you,
go.
sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Could I get one back? Thank you,
Yeah, sure,
please.
sure.
All
Hold
right,
on.
all
I
right.
didn't have it ready. Hold on.
All right, give me a bigger one. Okay, thank you.
Oh,
All
hold on.
right.
Well, you want a bigger one, or you want
Yeah,
that
for United's failure this season to
Okay.
make Champions League.
Here
All
we
right.
go.
Damn, this one's a little too heavy.
Yeah, I told you. You asked for it. So,
But yeah, man. Yo, the schedule that's coming up, man. City play Real Madrid, then Newcastle. Wolves 3 days later. West Ham away, and round off the season against Aston Villa. While for you got Villarreal next. Spurs on Saturday. The Tuesday against Aston Villa on the road. Against Chelsea at Wembley in the FA Cup on the 14th. Then 3 days after that against Southampton on the road. And then he finished it off on Super Sunday against Wolves. It's a tough schedule. I think the FA Cup fixture that's put in there could actually, work against you. Where it's a high stake game that you got to put out. You know what I'm saying? But then again, Liverpool are good enough to go and win all these games too. So it might not matter.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You have a tougher fixture with the Spurs game, the away
There's no
game.
question our remaining schedule's tougher. No question.
Yeah, the away game is going to be a good dynamic too because Steven Gerrard against his old team, Liverpool, legendary player at the club, and it's going to be away at Villa. You know what happened there last season, and you've already played them twice at Anfield and beat them.
Yeah.
And this will be the first time you're going back there since that notorious
7-2.
7-2 victory.
Look, Gerard's playing 5D chess. The man's going to lose on purpose. It's going to happen.
Damn,
so Liverpool can win the league.
Yeah, oh man. And then they play us last, so they might go, Pep Guardiola prime Barcelona on us.
This will, without a doubt, be the peak. If Steven Gerrard can pull it off against you guys on the last day of the season, it would just be storybook stuff.
Yeah. Another thing before I go, now you talk about Gerrard, you remind me of something. João Cancelo slipped in the game against Leeds, and we almost conceded because Rodrigo was a bit too slow. If João Cancelo's slip was actually costly in the fact that we draw or lose the game, that would have been another epic slip. It would have been talked about a lot. Yeah, but if we had conceded, note I said if.
Yeah, you saying the dynamic would have changed?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the slip would have been talked about just like the Gerrard.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. So Kyle, just to land the plane today, Jurgen Klopp signed a new deal, a new 2-year extension until 2026. The man contract was expiring in 2024, and you said, listen, we're not going to wait till next season. You want to do it now. 2026, Jurgen Klopp. What does that mean to you and the club?
It's the biggest. So, all right. I was thinking about this. 2024, what's going to happen after that?
So wait. All this time, your internet didn't want to mess up until you want to talk about Klopp. So let me bring that again.
That's mad funny because you froze asking the question.
Oh, now we're both freezing.
Oh, God.
Now we're both freezing. All right. Just to go again, because this is live TV, reality, trophy talk, baby. Nothing will stop us. How do you feel about Jurgen Klopp signing that? Just calm down. I think you went a little bit too. It's like the moment I ask you that, you just get extra excited.
That's
and
what
the
it
internet,
means.
And then the internet just chip out, man.
Dude, this man, have you been aware of what he's been doing with the club?
Yes, I have.
It's remarkable. And so for all of us Liverpool fans thinking about who's going to take over in 2024, is it going to be Gerrard, Linders? What are we going to do? Everyone's freaking out about that, even though it's 2 seasons away. For him to come out and say he signed an extension and all of his coaching staff are staying is literally the best news that could possibly happen. I think it arguably is better news for Liverpool, which a lot of people disagree with. It's better news for Liverpool than if we extended Salah. It is.
Now, before we get to Salah, I want to talk about Salah. There's been a little story I ran into that Pep Guardiola could be extending his to 2025. His deal, I think, expires next season, the end of next season. So there's been a little story that I'm not going to get into too much that Pep could extend to 2025. And who knows, maybe there will be something for a further year. And maybe both managers could leave just before the 2026 World Cup, USA, Canada, Mexico. That'll be a perfect time to leave. 10 years for Pep, 11 years for Klopp. 10 years for both of them because Klopp came in halfway in the season.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast time flies.
So 10 years for both of them though. This rivalry, it matches the Arsene Wenger, Sir Alex Ferguson rivalry, but that one went on a little longer though. That one was legendary.
Well, hey, we got plenty of time.
Look, this one is legendary too. But I think just out of respect, that one is on a whole nother level, man. You see what I'm saying?
Before we make comparisons, let's let it finish. Let's let it come to a close.
Yeah, but just in terms of showing that one respect, I'm not going to be like, oh, man, one of these modern football fans and be like, yeah. No, we're not going to forget about that. That was epic, man. You know what I mean? But, Salah and his contract situation. Pep was, not Pep, but Klopp was asked about Mane and Salah and their renewals as well, and he said, him and the guys get along very well, but that's on them. That's they live in their own life, so that's their decision to make, basically. Do you see Liverpool wrapping up a Salah extension pretty soon? And when does Salah expire? Next year?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta extend him, man.
You don't say.
Yeah, you don't want to lose him for free.
No, dude.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, no, we do. We want to lose Salah for free. No, wrap it
up. And what about Mane? When does his expire? 2024 or 23 too?
Same thing, I believe. He might have. That's a great question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he has not been in the news though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? He has not been in the news.
He's low key.
But while I get the info on Mane, how important is it to lock Salah down for 3 more years? 3 more.
Very crucially important. So number one, I mean, he's been the most successful Liverpool forward in terms of statistics, arguably ever. I mean, obviously there's players with more goals and everything, but fact of the matter is he's basically led us to this point. So that's number one. But number two, you protect his value. You don't have to lose him for free if you do end up having to sell him. So.
Yeah, so Mane expires next year. You have to extend Salah. And before I go, no, you got to run. You've been linked to Chouameni.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that one's going to happen? 70 to 80 million euros, Chouameni?
No, that's not what the price is. It's more so in the 50s, I believe. And arguably, some reports are saying lower than that. And this is in euros. So I think if it was in that price range, absolutely. And I think the interest is heavy. But there's tons of reports around saying that it's already done and he's on his way. It's like, no, nothing's done yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good, though. He's good. He's been in the French national team. Good. He's started as a new Pogba and everything. Look, we could talk about your new kit deal. We could leave that for next time. We have a few things.
Let's build the
we have a few things we're going to talk about next time. Yeah. So next time on Trophy Talk, we talk more about Chouameni. We talk more about your kit deal. City Football Group is poised to buy Palermo as well. The Manchester City under 18s and under 23s. And I think the women's team have won their titles as well. And there's also more on Rafael Leao linked to Manchester City. So Carl got a run. And it was nice doing another Trophy Talk with you, bro. We could go all day. But, of course, we got to run out of here. And all the best tomorrow. All the best on the weekend, bro. And all the
Hey,
best to
same to
you
you. Same
on
to
your
you.
end on your adventures during the week. Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
So, guys, all the links to Carl's channel, my channel, will be in the description box down below. This is a collaborative effort for both channels, and we are aiming to be back every single Monday until the foreseeable future, until we say, let's take a break. All right? So, Kyle, anything you have to say to the people before you go?
No, it's just thanks for tuning in, guys. It's a lot of fun, and we literally could go all night, but
I did actually have something to touch on, but we have to leave that till next time. I did ask the people some questions,
oh, the polls.
and
Yeah, we'll
yes,
save that to next week.
but
Yep.
look, you have to go, but one question. If Man City and Liverpool are to meet in the final, I think Yusuf asked this question, who would be the favorite? And then we land the plane completely. But this is a question to you.
Yeah, that's an excellent question to ask. I think Liverpool will be the favorite. I do, and
Why?
not on the field, just from popular
History.
opinion. I
And
think
history
people.
too.
I think people just would want Liverpool to win.
Well, whoever wins that one, it will be hard, man. It will be hard for me, or if you lose it, it will be hard for you. But look, we'll get to some more questions next time. Guys, this has been Trophy Talk. It was a good one. And from Kyle and I, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.